So these lands have had a golden age for many years. They have an anniversary which they celebrate the time of their union after defeating the Great Lich of the past war.
Mm-hmm.
These festivities come in a number of events, whether they're carnivals, big banquets, just parties between neighbors. The crossroads city of Berteg had the carnival of Mr. Lindsay's Circus Dreamland. There is also a community which came in and brought a holy chariot. Atop of it mounted a large opal crystal.
Okay.
After commencing the ceremonial event of revealing the spell that they uh, fund each year with the taxpayers' money, something went awry. What the king had revealed, saying this is something to protect him from even the gods, a dome-like force of power enveloped these different cities which celebrated this event.
Okay.
This These dome-like structures were impassable for a time, but eventually the magic dispersed over the course of a day or two. When this had opened up, they found themselves in new lands, unfamiliar, and met with great entities which were proclaimed demons. They had successfully come about the triumphs of these great beasts, as well as some civilians who had gone insane due to the events that had taken place. They had escorted the remaining civilians alongside the Paladin police force to the main city of Baratanamai, or the main capital of all these nations. Um, and I will now go over some of the dreams that some of you have had in these times. Uh, the trek is arduous from Berteg to Baratanamai, but everyone marches on, rotating between who gets to ride in the cart and take a rest and have to walk. Boris,
Yes, yes.
you find yourself awakening in the inn that was at Berteg. You go out looking to greet your companions and the innkeeper, but you find. One second, my stuff's burning.
I want that.
You wake up to the smell of an oven burning.
Well, that's gonna
Exactly.
be a crispy burrito. Um,
Delicious.
uh, you walk out your room. You look down the hallway to the bar, and you find all of your companions: Keithan, Dupree, the innkeeper, as well as many of the citizens that were at Berteg and the carnival itself, all with slit throats. Some of them are at their tables, their companions and the innkeeper at the counter with ales in their drink at their hands, and a figure with a foot just inside is walking out the door. It slams out from behind them. This almost puts you into a rage-like state, and you instinctively go after them. You open the door and you find it's... Before this door had shut, you had seen the city of Berteg, just outside of it. But after it had shut and you opened it, you find yourself in the middle of a thick jungle, completely in the middle of nowhere. The handle of the door begins to disintegrate, and it chain reacts with the rest of the door and the inn, and eventually everything that was in there besides you begin to evaporate and disperse, and you find yourself in the middle of the jungle by yourself.
Whoa.
You feel the need to scream in the middle of this jungle, and as you do so, a response is given to you as you hear recall the sound of the beast you had faced.
Whoa.
It begins to start charging towards you through this jungle. The steps pounding through it, echoing, not knowing actually which direction it's coming from, just knowing it's coming towards you, as if challenged by you. Soon enough, it's met with you and chomps down, and as it does so, you come awake. I have dreams for Dupree and Keith in here. One moment, just checking on the food again.
Okay.
Don't want an even crispier burrito.
Yeah, it's all done.
Man, that was an intense stream.
Yeah, I'd say.
I got one for each of you.
Great. Can't wait.
What do you think your dream's gonna be about?
Me? Oh, probably my deity or something.
Deity coming down, smiting you.
She's probably she's probably pissed at me or something.
All right, Dupree, yours next on the list.
Oh no. Okay.
Let me just recall what I have written here.
Wait, hold on, wait.
All right. You dream of yourself drifting slowly through space. You see many different stars and constellations. None, however, look familiar. And many of the constellations from your time were described as a way of placing a picture of God, as their deities were written in the heavens and the stars. Upon looking up into a more Superman pose, you see yourself drifting towards a black, white, and gray nebula. As you come closer to it, in the center of this is a shining, glowing white orb. You instinctively reach out for it, and as soon as doing so, upon touching it, you're immediately sent straight back through space, and you crash land into your body, which jolts you awake. Keithan.
Yeah.
You're dreaming of flying over unknown, bountiful lands. You witness great beasts and many natural wonders. Cannot seem to turn yourself or adjust this flight, but you feel yourself moving at great speeds as the sound is rushing past your ears and your arms and legs are dragged behind you. Eventually, there is a chasm which opens up, which you fly over. There are certain spotty clouds underneath. Eventually, one is directly underneath you. And what you see is a silhouette of a dragon. This cloud breaks. Another cloud comes directly underneath you. However, this time, a larger shadow, which encompasses yours in much greater spans. And before you notice, you feel a strike upon your back and nape area of your neck, and you are suddenly awoken. You all can discuss this as your own times. You each had a turn of sleeping in the cart and being awoken up abruptly. Eventually, you would make your way to the Grand City, but if you wish to talk about it, now is the time.
Okay.
But we could fast forward here too if you want.
I was a dragon.
Sorry, I realized just looking for an excuse to like try and take a bite out of this.
You're okay.
We'll fast forward to here.
Okay.
Some of you may open yourselves up to discuss your dreams, or may just take the time to ponder it as you take the last of the march to get to the city. You, surrounded by a golden field of flowers, which wasn't there previously to being known of this of Baratanamlai. Obviously showing that it too was transported and brought out to a new environment. Its great clockwork mechanisms no longer seeming to function at this time, almost as if they put it on halt to work on some things. You get to the gates and are easily brought in by Varys Thorn and fellow paladins. The civilians that you escorted are dispersed into medical and sheltering facilities. However, Varys Thorn has business for you with the king and queen themselves of the Blythe family. They bring with them the body of Kamoa and what was his name? Conmore. Upon entering the palace, at the side of the entrance, you find what looks like an abandoned backpack, a longbow, some short swords, a trap, a bunch of different assortments of things, with a guard stationed by it, as if to protect the goods. You walk down the hallway of the luxurious temple palace place. the king and queen sitting upon their throne at the end of it. Varys Thorn, being as the ill reputation he has behind closed doors, still bows to the king and queen. Your Majesties, I bring the people of Berteg. We have triumphed over these ordeals. My men need rest. And King responds, not before you give your reports of these ordeals. We need every information that you can provide. Your men are allowed to use the barracks, but we need your details. Varys looks a little disappointed at that. Kind of is just over everything right now. He nods his head though and walks to a room to the side with one of their apprentices or magistrates of the royalties. You come with Varys Thorn. What business do you have with him? He speaks to the three of you.
I kind of look towards Dupree.
What? Why me?
You know the situation better than I do. You're with him. You work with him.
I don't know what to say either.
Everyone is looking puzzled, even the king himself. Not just at the fact that you're being hesitant to respond, but no one has seemed to show their respects and give a bow of sorts to the king and queen. But this offense is mostly taken with perhaps assistances, staff. The king and queen themselves look more puzzled and questioned than anything. Muttering could be heard in the audience around you with civilians who have taken shelter in the palace by the guards.
I asked the king, what should we call you by?
Do not know our names.
Never heard of you.
Alright, let me go see what I freaking named these folks. I know
You don't even know
somewhere.
what they're named?
I don't know their. It's about after. The fuck this name? I have it written down here. It's in the world of Armara. It's just a bunch of fucking text, and I just gotta scour through it and find it.
Whatever your name is.
This guy.
You with the face.
You at the face. Okay, I'm getting graded by chickens and.
You with the clean looking face.
You and
What
all high and mighty on your throne.
We just came here in search of answers.
Sorry for the chaos. Hold on. You just came here for
Chicken. For answers to what's been going on around here as far as this what's been happening, I should say, and what's going on outside.
Oh, their names are Alistar and Charlotte Blythe, by the way. Just add that.
Alistair?
Alistar and
Alice
Charlotte.
Star.
Oh,
Alice
Alice
Star.
Star. Alice Star and Scarlet, yeah.
Charlotte.
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 Kind of
Yes.
like charlatan, but minus the tan.
Uh,
I'm sorry, what was your question again?
my question is, what's been? We were looking for answers around here as far as what's been going on outside. Do you know of anything that's been going on, or have any answers? What has been going on?
Well, I wish I did. My majors are working on that right now.
Your what?
Seems to be a malfunction with the spell that they had been working on.
And who did make this spell?
Well, my mages, of course.
All right. Um, your archmages. Was there a leader that was over the project of making the spell?
Yes, and he's stationed at Alariar, but there we have a teleportation circle available to and from there. He's busy
Oh.
working on remedying the situation. He's very, very busy. Do not believe he can have visitors at this time.
I see. Well, have you seen what's going on outside?
Yes, which is why he's been placed under house arrest until he figures out to fix this problem.
Have you had any reports of any demons on the outside or monsters?
Yes, we actually, as you say that, fuck, I lost the, hold on. As you bring this up, he says, yes, in fact, well, we discovered
Oh, God.
You hear a loud screech from outside as some of the new visitors that have arrived let out a shrill fright from outside. Some of the guards at the front post make way, and in comes through grabbing onto the claw of a pterodon comes a halfling.
Oh no.
The pterodon drops him halfway through the hallway as he tucks and rolls. As this great pterodon continues on, swoops, comes around, and lands by his feet, hovering a bit before doing so to steady itself. On four as it folds its wings with it pointed high, standing actually above his master, it appears. Olo pets the side of this great looking thing. The king speaks up. Ah, if it isn't Olo, one of our finest scouts yet. if it wasn't for Ola, we wouldn't have known that these things are actually great beasts. Ola, if you wish
Hello.
to introduce the way your character looks and your response to.
The halfling that drops off of the Pteranodon has one green eye and then one kind of pale eye. And he's got like the sides of his heads are shaved, and it looks like he's letting the top of it grow out a little bit. He kind of rolls in and he stops, kind of like brushes himself off, and kind of presents himself awkwardly to them, and just says, "Hello." Awkwardly.
Oh, hey.
To the three of you.
That was an entrance if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, we're working on it.
The guard that was stationed to protect your gear waves over an assistant, and they go to collect it and fetch it for you, and hold out the straps of your backpack for you so that you can place your arms through it and such. And
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry about that. My roommate just came. Did something happen?
Oh, it's okay.
Anything you want to say, my goddess?
I say, don't pay any mind to him. He just likes to call me that. My name is Dupree.
Hello, Dupree.
Hello? What? Oh, no, I thought my mic wasn't working. Sorry.
Uh, I'm sorry if that makes you feel uncomfortable. I mean, I can not call you a goddess if you don't want me to.
It's too late at this point. You can, you're allowed to call me that.
All right. I just don't want you to feel uncomfortable. That's all. And I don't want to make
No,
you.
I'm used to it at this point. It's all good.
Uh, Ethan, do you want to say anything? Ethan?
Uh-oh.
Name's Keithan Kalani. You can just call me Keithan.
Keithan.
And if I haven't said myself, I'm Boris Yaldarin.
Boris.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You ain't half bad looking yourself, by the way.
Well, thank you. Aside from the eye.
It's okay. I've seen
We
more
all
in my
have
time.
scars.
True. I think.
Be mentally or physical scars, you know.
Very true. It's a scary world out there.
It is.
You know, actually, I'm doing pretty good ever since I've been blown up.
yeah, during your resurrection.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
During your resurrection, you actually came out better than you went than where you were. Your scars were even removed, and any permanent damages have been removed.
You're like, oh, my back suddenly feels better.
Yeah.
Only to go ruin my back again.
I'd go ruin my back for that. Let me go eat some tainted pie.
He got blown up and resurrected.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
his,
Oh,
his,
what a story!
his luck of the dice there, really, how that turned out.
What
Jeez.
a story, Keithan. You want to explain to Olo what happened to you?
So we were at a carnival, and I was doing a pie eating contest,
Mhm.
and the pie itself would trigger like a random effect. So I think the first one was casting like fog on myself.
Mhm.
So it was smoking up while everyone was eating.
Yeah.
Then the second one was if I die in the next 10 minutes, I'm resurrected. So we were a little like, okay, whatever. Next one, cast third level fireball on myself. So me and all the contestants just insta died, and then resurrected.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. For this, I think me and I forget some other guy. I forget his name. He was a hassle anyway, but we'll get to that if you want to. It's later on down the story.
Come on,
But yes, Jack. Me and this guy named Jack, we ran and seen what was going on with Keithan and saw the aftermath of that. We're just happy that he's being alive and he's been a really big help to us. And Dupree, I know her from the circus from around there, the first day of the circus. So I was happy to say hey and uh, see her around because she's just so beautiful. Don't tell her I said that, but she's really beautiful. And I kid you not, I couldn't remember her name because she was so beautiful. And I just called her a goddess because she looks like a dang goddess. Don't you agree?
Sure.
The queen is
From
gonna
what
go
I can
ahead and
tell with my
speak.
one eye.
What's that?
Nothing. Go ahead.
The queen is gonna go
Oh.
ahead and speak up now and say, if you don't mind me, I'm sorry to interrupt and take up your time. But if you don't mind, I have a question for Olo here. What have you found in your scouting reports?
Uh, no new reports. Biteg still's releasing a few, obviously.
Wonderful. That is doable. These open fields give good advantage to finding what surrounds us. If you don't mind, a new query has came up. Our mages request material from the experiment they have done. We will send a party out back to Berteg to retrieve any further components that were required. However, we do need components from all locations. Unfortunately, we only have teleportation between Alariar and here. So you must reach the other 5 cities. Do you wish to accept this?
Me?
Yes, this is talking to Olo and perhaps the other parties that were working with Varys Thorn, since not much of response was given about why they were working with Varys Thorn, but they're assuming now that if you're working for Varys Thorn, then you're with the capital and you're probably working for the Paladins, as they've have a much need for volunteers and extra hands to help assist the capital. You can assume that with how rich the Blythe family are, you would be well compensated and probably entitled with prestige and many other things that will increase your name.
I don't want these fellows to die and have to be resurrected. So if they're gonna do it, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Any others that wish to join the Paladin Caravan?
Well, as a fellow paladin, I will join.
Great. Please, we must have your names, heroes, for accepting this quest. May I ask of them?
Ah, yes, they call me Keithan.
If you wish, you can describe a little bit about yourself to, for Violet. Just a quick description since you went into detail with everyone already. Just, yeah.
Someone said someone looked beautiful, and I had no idea what they looked like.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you go to my character sheet, you can
Yes,
see like her, like
they
what
should
their
all be
picture looks
public.
like. But I
Yeah,
can
sure.
explain. You're like, yeah, I guess.
Shit.
Don't know what you look like.
We'll start off with Keithan since he initiated that.
Oh, just what I look like?
Yeah, you could describe yourself briefly and just quick thing. For
By the way, Keithan, you're really handsome. You're not chopped liver.
Hell yeah.
Even
So
after
Hell
I'm
yeah.
grown up.
I'm a tall, half drow,
Okay.
short wavy hair, kind of like the picture you see there.
Okay.
I look super healthy. I did just come back to life recently.
Yeah, the resurrection has really done nice for your complexion. Whoever wants to describe their character briefly next, can go ahead if they wish, or if you're done, Keithan.
I'm sorry, say that again.
If someone wants to describe their character next, they can. I don't know if you're done there though, Keithan. Seemed like
Oh,
a
yeah, I'm done.
Good bit.
Well, I can describe myself next.
Sure.
So my name is Dupree Viali. I have pale skin. I have medium length hair that is white, pure white. I have icy blue eyes. I am not that tall, but I'm not short either. I'm a paladin Aesimer,
Okay.
and I used to be a soldier in the previous war.
Okay.
My character has like a mohawk look to it, but has some hair forming on the left and right side of me, coming out to like a long, like medium hair. Has like a goatee beard going on. They have like a light greenish look to them. I have a scar along the across my right eye.
Okay.
I'm about medium size and 6'1", about 210 pounds. Age is
Damn.
35. Yeah. I'm muscular as all get out. Like, I'm fit. Like, you can't tell me.
All right. Fit.
All
Yeah.
right.
Hey, I'm fit too.
You're all strapping fit. All right.
Yeah.
Hi. Hell
But
yeah.
but anyway,
Not fit in a box.
wow.
You know what? You're not wrong.
You can also
How-
be carried by your pteranodon, but that was convenient enough. Like how that all turned out.
Don't tempt them.
No, they legitimately can.
Oh my
They
god,
just
Great.
he's not
I'm like a
even.
rabbit
Oh
to
my
them.
god, I didn't
within the
notice
weight
how
limit
short he
because
was.
he's small size, so it works out. And
Great.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
3
like a
foot.
rabbit to these pterodons, whatever they're called.
and without his backpack and stuff, he's within the weight limit for his pteranodon to carry him like
No,
anywhere. But
the
Wow.
same.
he can
I'm
still carry some
lightweight.
equipment like his bow and swords as just
Ugh.
hmm
but there is a weight limit for sure. Anyways, um, she calls out to each of you. Dupree, Keithan, Boris, Olo, thank you again for your service to the people in the capital.
Thanks for the money.
Yes, we will be sure to fund your endeavors. Feel free to seek out the quartermaster, and they will have you suited.
I got a question.
Yes. Just
Do y'all
to
have any?
Go ahead.
Do y'all have anything to eat? Cause I'm starving.
Yes.
I should have. Are you asking? Oh, I'm sorry. Are we asking them or me? Or are you? Are
I'm,
like,
I'm
you
asking the
party or them?
queen. I'm asking the queen.
Okay.
Yes, the Grand Hall will have the foods you seek. You and your party are welcome there.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm out of here. I'm gonna go eat.
Yes, you can find the other paladins that were given permission to at ease and rest from their trek from Berteg to at this grand hall, and many tables are lined up, and all the food that you can like find at like a kind of um, either buffet style. You can order it with
Buffet.
waiters and waitresses that regularly coming by. The castle is very serviced. The Blythe family are very rich.
Whoa. All right.
And, ale is
I
like
grab
infinite.
L.
Yeah, pretty much. If it's like all you can drink, but like they would be disappointed to find one of their soldiers pretty hammered drunk, but who's watching them?
Me.
True.
I'm always watching.
I'm gonna get me a mug of ale, and I'm gonna get like one of everything as food. Oh,
Now
I'm gonna
that's
be a fatty.
point.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna be a fatty because I've earned it.
Also, everyone gets a one fate die. Be sure to add that in.
A what die?
A fate die. I'm gonna go ahead and add it in for you because you also get a. Everyone starts with a GM inspiration as well. Remember those the three inspiration dots that you have on the top right core
Yeah.
sheet?
Mhm. Yeah.
Go ahead and fill in one more fate
Okay.
for expendable
Gotcha.
to expend.
And inspiration. Do you want them all checked off too?
No. Not inspiration. That's occasionally I'll have to get that. Oh, for your fate, it's not. It won't be all of them. It's just one that you're adding.
Oh,
I don't know how many you had at the start of the session.
2.
Okay, so you have 3.
Ew.
Yeah, everyone's set. So you each can find yourselves at the tables. There, you can easily get directions to like new barracks that would be available for like the volunteers as well. Some other citizens from Berteg, you find have like volunteered. The innkeeper, in fact, has volunteered to join you in your party in the Paladins to go do this, since he has since left his life behind for this new end of the world scenario. It seems.
Hey, innkeep.
Did we give him a name? I forget.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
What did we name him?
Bird notes. Well, The
I don't think-
bard. That's not it. I forget.
I forget.
He
too.
was your friend, Boris.
Oh wait, yeah. Did you write it down on your character sheet itself? I think.
Let me see. Let me see. I might have not. You better hope I did, cause not.
No, it doesn't look so.
Nope.
What kind
Nah,
of
we'll
name?
just give him a name.
Yeah, we'll give him a name.
Um,
Go ahead and make conversation, but
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
just assume that you called his name and.
and keep. I just always call him Keep because that's his nickname to me. But anyway,
We'll call him Brackamar.
Brackamar. Okay. Hey, Brackamar.
Boris, how you doing, friend?
Oh man, it feels so good right now. Oh man, I've drank some ale. I've eaten some good food. Like I've never been this happy. I'm not gonna lie.
To be honest, friend, it's kind of a good decision coming here.
Oh, it feels like it for right now. But what do you think about this ale?
Ah, if I was serving this, I wouldn't be worried about the competition with Mr. Lindsay.
Oh man, it sounds like you need to talk to the cooks or talk to whoever serves this stuff because man, it is fine.
Well, maybe if I open up another inn one day, I don't know if that's happening anytime soon.
Hey, maybe you can open one here and try to get some supplies here.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You know.
Yeah, because I mean, heck, what are you gonna do now? Because everybody's up and running and they'll come fleeing to the city. So you might as well.
If I get a good word with the king and queen for helping them out, maybe they'll let me. They'll give me one.
You matter of fact, I will tell them about you.
Thanks. I'll put in a good word for you as well.
Oh, I grab him by the shoulder and pull him in and be like, "Oh, you're such a good friend."
You too. He's pretty hammered as well. And he picks up his ale and cheers you.
Hey.
Um, some tables feature like people playing like their game sets. Other people just making small talk. You can find your own rooms at the barracks. Eventually, the next day comes by, and the order is sent out to the paladins and the volunteers um, to head back out. Uh, you find out that Varys Dorn was under reprimandment for the death of Conmore Blythe, one of the many sons that the king and queen have had. But it's one of the many. It's kind of a red shirt scenario. He is ordered to lead the caravan back to Berteg, and from Berteg to Akerek, then Capel Castle, in the sort of order. Although others may have other plans. In either case, is there anything else that anyone wishes to do before the next day proceeds, where they wish to talk to somebody,
Well,
see the court master?
I got
Yeah.
one question though.
Sure thing.
What? How do you spell his name?
Brackamar?
Brackamar. Yeah. How would you spell it?
Brackamar.
BRAKMAR.
Brackamar. Just gonna do that.
We'll just go in order from left to right. Dupree, you want to go first on anything that you want to get done at the city and stuff? You'll have like the whole day and a few hours of the next morning. The earlier you rise, the better. To also get more things done. If you wish to say any stops, go to
Is my
Deku.
do I still have Do I still have that wound on my arm?
Oh,
But
let me see.
just asking.
Where's your sheet here?
Not that I care, because I'm Dupree. I can handle a wound.
I'm sure it's been.
I've been to war.
Yeah, we'll say it's been treated.
Okay.
We'll remove that.
I will. Is there a paladin, like a temple or something I can go
Yes,
to?
yes. There's
Sweet.
and
Mm.
there's the main temple, which is stationed like kind of within the castle itself, which is for the main, religion of Amara, the capital. Um,
Mm.
I know I had. Where was the? Oh, Itis. That's where they worship Itis, god of order. However, to find a religion or a temple for your god or any other sort of god, it's going to be more out in the possibly it could be anywhere from like a well-made structure to a kind of back house in the alleyway of a street where a god is not so worshipped. Illustrate could be an example because it is Illustrate Keithan worshipped by many like not normally known by Drow, or is it something that like everybody could worship, like everybody is really knowing of and worships?
No, usually people who worship Illustrate, you have to do it in secret.
Okay, okay, so that would be a back alley kind of secret society of religion. Um, Illustrate was common at one time during the war, especially. Um, you can find an old and kind of decrepit temple that had once that still contains different divided sections within this temple that is stationed next to a large graveyard uh, which houses many from the war. Many crypts and stuff also are scattered around this temple. Uh, Not many are worshiping within it. When you enter it, Dupree, it is there is a feeling of hopelessness that was surrounding this place. But as you go in to find an idol to your god, a the clouds sort of depart outside and a light beams through the window, and you can't help but feel the confused by almost the loss of connection from your deity, but almost a reconnection to them as you pray. Is there anything you wish to say in specific?
Is there anybody inside the temple, or is it just me?
Um, there is a sort of caretaker here that's great, also like the groundskeeper, gravekeeper. He's kind of creepy. He kind of wanders around the area. Upon entering it, and when you're praying, you wouldn't find him. Maybe when you stop praying and you get up and leave the place, you might spot him on your way out.
Okay. I'll stop and talk to him, creepy or not.
Hello there.
I say hello. I ask him, how long has he been taking care of the temple for?
Since I was a boy, but now I'm the only one who remains.
I ask him if he, how do you say, if he worships the deity that I do. or if he just takes care of the grounds.
I worship several deities. Not many worship the old gods, but live on, they will through some.
Mm. I don't know what else to ask.
Why are you looking for a job? Just kidding.
No, no, no. I'm not looking for a job. I already have a job. Um, shit. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all right. It's intended to be difficult to talk to and kind of.
Oh, it's not that. It's more like I don't know what I
Yeah.
can do or what to do or say.
We could hold off if you come up with something later, and I can pass it down to Keithan if you want.
Yeah, sure. I actually have to go super fast, but I'll be back hopefully within the hour.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, some like family stuff just came up, but like it's not bad. It's
No worries.
just
No worries. Just we'll see you when you get here.
yeah, I'll be here. I'll just mute myself.
Okay. Alrighty, Keithan. Is there anything that you wish to do within the city?
Let's see.
You can find like pretty much anything you need. As you know, if you have the money, there's firearms, there's magical components, gem dust, gemstones, the quartermaster for the trek you will be doing, and the paladins and stuff. Yeah. Any last minute buys and stuff you wish to do would be a good time to do it.
Second. Okay. I guess I'll go to some general merchant
Okay.
or an alchemist, get some potions.
Yeah, and you guys will be able to take out a sort of tab. You'll sign your name, and you'll each be giving like a paladin number or a rank number or whatever within the paladin brigade. Um, in which like you could sign and take out funds for, which the then will turn over to the Blythe family, which they pay for. We'll say let's see the cost of like a healing potion just to kind of standardize it. Well, that doesn't help. Doesn't show me the gold price. All right, we'll say it's 50 gold each as far as like your tab goes, and it has to be like equipment material that would be approved of, and so this would be like a potion of healing, basic gear such as a short sword or rope, maybe rations, thing of that nature, but nothing like that's magical.
Okay.
Such as gems.
Okay. I'd like to buy 3 days worth of rations and 3 potions of healing.
A potion of healing is 50 gold each, so you'd only be able to take up one.
Jeez. Okay. One.
Unless the rest you pay for out of pocket.
I'm a broke boy.
So you can get a free potion of healing.
Okay.
And this will reset like at the end of the month or something, so you can pick up more goods. But there's also going to be material given to the caravan, so those rations. First off, your character is already carrying some rations within their explorer's pack, 10 days worth to be precise. And then
Oh yeah, you're right.
the caravan will also have rations to disperse within the military, so you won't even have to consume your own. You'll be able to get some as long as you stay with the party in this paladin group. So rest assured on that note.
Okay. That's essentially all I want to do.
All right, so you get a potion of healing and anything else you wish to do in the city, or speak to anybody.
Is there? Can I look for anyone who has information of? I guess I could try and look for my father, like information on my father.
All right. Let's see. Where's your sheet at?
I haven't copied the story over, but I think I gave you a.
You can just paste it somewhere. You can go ahead and make either. I think it's. We could do investigation or persuasion. The persuasion's going to be a higher DC because that's like an alternative kind of way of investigating through word of mouth and finding the right people.
Okay.
Investigation
Yeah, I'll
would be
do
more
persuasion.
solo. Of course, it's like all kind of solo work. I don't know. Won't be much of a DC difference.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fuck, dude. Unfortunately, with the chaos of what's happened with the world, many people's family members have like gone missing. Some people get confused. They're like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this guy. Let me go bring you to them." And they bring you to them, and they're nothing like. They're nothing. They're not them, and it's a complete misunderstanding. It's hard to get any sort of information from anybody, and correct information, if that. You have to continue your search in. Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do in the town or the city.
All right, Boris.
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to do in the city? You have like a 50 gold tab.
A 50 gold tab. Oh, man.
You can use it on normal adventuring gear, nothing like magical, such as the gemstones.
Oh, man. You best believe I'm fixing to go to the blacksmith.
Oh hell yeah!
Could I just roll with him?
Yeah.
Come on.
Alright.
Come on, brother.
Let's go, Boris.
All right, so we get to the blacksmith, and what do I see?
All that you can find from even exotic type of weaponry, such as lances, fancy kind of nets. You even find the homebrew weapons, such as bolas, katars, hand gauntlet weapons, chakrams. Yeah, you name it. There's nothing magical. They're all just ordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I figured. All right, so I go up to him and I said, "Hey, can you take a look at something for me?"
I.
I pull out my great sword and I tell him, "Do you mind looking at this and seeing about it?
Hmm.
Like, see if there's any damage to it, or if there's anything that you could do to make it stronger of any sort, or
Well,
what is his
we'll polish it up
expertise?"
for you, lass, and hammer out the dents.
Yeah, if you don't mind. If you don't mind doing that, and do you have anything that would be just like the great sword?
Hmm. Well, we do this. Have this fancy new type double scimitar.
Double scimitar.
Hmm.
Holy shit. That looks
Uh,
huge.
it really fucking does. Uh, not too huge for me at least, but it looks pretty good. Well, what's the quality of it? What kind of metal is it made out of?
Just your basic steel.
All right. Well, as much as it would be cool to have, I'm gonna have to pass on it. I'm a two-handed weapon kind of guy with
It is.
one
It is
weapon.
two-handed. Let me give you a picture of what it
Oh,
looks like.
oh, my goodness! Get me a picture.
Think Darth Maul.
Yep. Think Darth Maul.
Oh, snap!
Yeah. And I'm like the size of the handle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, okay, this changes my mind. All right.
However, it is quite pricey. But you can afford it with the right kind of bartering and trading.
Uh, can I use persuasion?
Go ahead and roll persuasion. We'll see what this kind of
Fuck.
bargain.
There is no persuading.
Yeah, it's a hard sell, just the normal 100G price. However, you can barter by exchanging your greatsword, um, your 50G tab, uh, and you gotta. Did you spend that healing potion already that you were given by the volunteer old man for the carnival? You know, aid.
I might have used it.
I think you might have used it on Dupree.
Yeah, I did. I did. Sure
Um,
did.
you can exchange because the greatsword will be, it's worth 50G, but it's seen some use, so it's probably worth closer to 25. So you need to come up with another 25 somewhere.
Yeah. How much would you give for my javelin?
Mm, it looks it over. Where the fuck is? I need to see the equipment list here.
Only got
Heck,
5
javelin.
gold.
Javelins are 5 silver each, so it'd probably be like two
Oh.
silver, 2.5 silver each.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do me no good.
As you hand over your javelin, your necklace pops out. The bloodstone gem. He's like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, what is that we have here, lass?
It's a necklace my mother gave me. It's not for sale.
Not for sale, you say? You got anything like that?
Do what?
You have anything like that? I'd be interested in that."
That's my only gem that I have.
Out of character, I believe you got at least one
Oh,
gemstone.
I have a magical. I have a magical gem. That's right. I had a little gem that they put in the pies.
You have the gem dust, but I thought you were got enough vouchers to cash in for a gem um, at the end for
Did
the
not.
level.
I did not. I did not.
Okay, okay.
Someone else might have, but I only have the crushed up magical gemstones from the
Okay.
pot.
How many of
So
you have two pinches of those?
yeah, I got 2 bags of them. So I said, but I do have these gems, and I put the bag down, 2 bags down in front of.
Well, it's two like pinches
I,
of gems, but still 2 pinches of gem dust is still worth quite a bit.
Mhm.
Um, mm, gotta name more than that. It
uh,
does better when it's not broken up. Yeah.
let's see. I got some magic scrolls,
You could throw those in.
Do you know
but
about how much money I would start with?
I think I wrote that in for you. I think you got 10 extra gold for your background.
I don't see where that is. Oh, it just says I have 10, and that's it.
oh shit, I need to
And then you
put
have
that at
also
8.
50 from this tab that you were given for the joining the paladins.
I see. Okay.
Erase that gold and put it in actual equipment gold. Anyway, how much for
So
three?
how many scrolls do you have?
I got 3 control flames, 1 ray of frost, and 2 of shocking grasp.
We'll count those as 1G each. So 6. The crushed up gemstone will count the both pinches as 1 together, so like 5 silver each. So 7. You want to throw in 5, 32, 50, 82. You can get
That
up
ain't
to
gonna
90
do
with
it.
the rest of your gold, and then if you throw in, what did I write
I'm
for
not
knuckles?
throwing in anything else. I'm good now.
What's that?
I'm good. Like I know I can't reach 25 at all.
No, you can reach it if you trade in your knuckles as well.
I don't want to do that. I don't
You
want to
won't
do
do
that.
that.
No,
Fuck,
no,
I want you to
no.
have this double scimitar. Fuck
Well,
it.
no, no,
If you're
no.
gonna be if you're gonna be like a hard
Oh,
sell, like
no, 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 no. Hold on. Let me tell you something.
yeah,
Let me play out my character.
sure. Go ahead.
How do you say your name? Ilomar or
Actually,
what's your first name? I forget.
Me?
But yes, yes.
I'm Olo.
Olo. Okay.
oh,
Olo.
you could change your name at the top right of the. If you click on the cogwheel and then you
Yeah.
click
I
on
see.
display name, you can change it there. Or,
Oh.
There it is.
or actually,
Olo.
what's better is if in your chat, and then you go to the bottom where it says it has a chat box, and then underneath it says as, and then a drop down menu, and you can select your.
I did that already.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect. Alrighty.
All right. So Olo. Okay. So Olo.
Yeah.
Can you help me out here trying to get this?
How?
Um.
Let me
I'll.
calculate real quick
I'll.
how short he is of this.
Well, I mean, I have the 50 gold tab, and I have 10 gold. And then I've got pretty much nothing else to give except some traveler's clothes.
See if you can talk to him. Maybe lowering the price down because I couldn't do shit for that.
Oh God, I'll try.
He's short 10 gold.
Hey, mate, the one selling the swords.
Yeah.
What was his name? Yeah. You seem like a fun fellow. Would you be interested in perhaps dropping the price just a tad? You know, I do a lot for this city.
Oh, your name has gone around here.
Yeah.
The one who flies the sky is this guy. Comes in with
Yeah,
a new beast in here, and we know nothing
Yeah.
of.
You got any kids? I'll give them a ride on my Pteranodon next time I'm here.
Ah. Go ahead and roll persuasion. It's gonna be
Fact.
it's gonna be a lot lower DC. And actually, roll with advantage because Boris is helping you.
Do I just do I hit it twice if I'm gonna roll with
No,
advantage?
no,
or-
no, no.
Let me
It
see
just does
here.
one.
You should be able to.
Should be able to do it once if you haven't already an advantage on it. But
There should be.
I do not.
There should be Let me see here.
Oh,
Wait. Hold up. I know it's somewhere to like roll with advantage or not.
I could just click it twice.
Go ahead, click it twice.
All right. One.
there.
Two.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Oh!
No, it already rolled with twice, so it would be the 16 or 1. That's what I was looking
So-
for, so that it rolled 2
Darn.
at the same time.
oh well. 16's good though.
Yeah,
I'll
16's
take it.
great. 16's more than passes.
Okay.
Well, I know you're busy gonna go out on that trek, but when you get back, my kids would love that.
Hell yeah.
Boris, you can go ahead and buy it with trading in your greatsword, the cantrips, the gem dust, and your last of the 8 gold.
Woo!
And,
Gotta be honest,
I'll
boy,
give you
people.
stats of
I
the
don't
new
know how that
weapons.
Okay, I'll trade it in. I hope this is worth it. I hope this is worth it.
It looks badass, regardless.
It is badass. Let me give you the stats of it. You may or may not like it. It depends.
Oh no! Oh no!
So I'm gonna go ahead and remove your greatsword here. Yeah.
I already put the quantity at 0, so I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. You can just leave the stats there then.
Yeah, and it already does the weight.
Cool. He calls out to Olo, any purchase you wish to make here?
Yeah. I've got these 2 short swords, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm quite bored with them.
Oh, are ya?
Yeah. I'd be willing to, trade in one and pay a little bit off the tab, for something a little nicer, maybe for my right hand, or if I can replace both, even.
Let's see. So out of character, what we could do? We could give you a rapier for one hand. Let me see what I have in the homebrew as far as weapons. We could also give you a falchion for one hand, a guitar for both hands, or a kukri for both hands.
What do those last 2 look like?
Let me give you some pictures.
And would he also tell me the stats on them?
Sure, I'll send.
Thank you.
What time is it?
What's that number?
And then let me get the other picture here.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh,
Second one is a kukri.
all right.
Let me get those stats for you.
Thank you. I'm assuming the rapier is just like what 5 years.
Falchion is pretty much the same stats as this kukri, just looks different
Okay.
and a bit heavier.
I'd rather go lighter.
Actually, I could probably refine that image.
That works. So the first one is a Qatar, and the second one is a Kukri.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And Kukri, mind you, has the throne property.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. What is the special? The thing that says special on the Qatar?
For
on the right?
Qatar, it says it to the right. This weapon may be crafted with the Gauntlet property, and what the Gauntlet property does is, so instead of you having to wield your hand around those bars you see in the first one, it's gonna
Yeah.
be. Have you seen Full Metal Alchemist?
I have an idea of what you mean by having it's just
Yeah.
a gauntlet with a handle instead of a handle.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. I think I would like to have.
And you can order a Qatar
Mm.
with a Gauntlet property. It's just gonna be a bit extra.
Yeah. Kukri. I literally have just enough out of pocket and on the tab for this, but I wouldn't get any healing potions. But I do have cure wounds.
Healing potion isn't a whole lot. You also have healing surge, a paladin in the party.
Yeah.
There's some healing to go around.
Fair enough. And there's a slashing. Interesting. Yeah, I'll replace these short swords with a Kukri if you don't mind.
Okay. We'll say this same kind of discount for if you got a 10% discount for Boris there, we'll also give you a 10% discount. So in total it'd be 54 gold, and then you can get a discount for turning in your short swords would be 5G each for 10 total.
Okay. So 44.
So yeah, 44. And then you have the 50 tabs, so you have 6 gold remaining to actually still spend with it.
Oh, what can I get with 6 gold? A pack of gum?
You could buy a net. You could buy.
Oh, I'll take the net. Actually, that sounds like something I would need. Yeah, I'll do the net.
That's one gold, so you still have 5.
Fuck.
You can buy some bolas.
The hell is it? A bola?
Yeah, so they're like 3 heavy. Let me just get a picture here.
It says I'm encumbered already.
Yes, so everyone actually is encumbered besides Boris. So there will be some. So when you guys go into fights,
Yeah.
have you played Outcast, I think, or Outland? Let me see what the game is called.
No.
So I think it's a very immersive game, and so an easy way to remove this weight is to basically just roleplay that you take off your backpack and throw it to the ground, and then you go into
Okay.
combat.
Fair. It's fair.
Yeah. Boris is the only one who's strong enough to fight effectively while still carrying all his gear in a backpack. But
Okay.
it does weigh everyone else down in combat. Yeah, and regular encumbered, it's only lowering your movement by 10.
Right.
I'm adjusting your scimitar here.
Oh, okay.
So it does 2d4 damage, but you get a bonus action with it, which can attack for 1d4 plus like your strength modifier and things like that. So it's a little bit less damaging, but a little bit more damaging at the same time. It's weird. It's weird to say. Compared to your greatsword.
No.
I think it's worth it. It'll
We'll
end
see.
up being worth it, damage wise.
We'll see. We'll see how much damage I can do with it.
Because if you think about it, you have one attack right now. It's With the greatsword, 2d6 plus 3, your strength modifier.
So,
On average,
question.
yeah.
So, question on my character and whatnot. If I used, if I use like my Orcish Fury, this, that, and the other, I'll be able to hit an extra time.
Orcish Fury just lets you add weapon damage a second time. You don't. It doesn't use like a bonus action to use it or anything. It's just once a long rest ability. It's like a free crit almost, worth of damage.
All right, and okay.
Yeah, that was your trait selection, I believe. Sorry, I keep switching your page around. I'm still was adjusting like the
Oh,
blade and
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
No, that's
Go
okay.
ahead.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
Why does it give it +6 and not? And these other ones are +5. That's so bizarre. What? Oh, because it's +1. There we go. And then we're gonna do a. I still need to send the boa picture. Boa weapon. So this is the boa weapon. Let me send the stats.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then they come in a metal and a stone variant. The metal is 5G, the stone is 1G each.
What's the difference in damage?
Not so much damage, but in terms of strength. Let me send them.
It scales off my strength if I throw these?
No. It's the material scales in strength. So the stone and metal have different strengths.
Oh, this is the... Ah.
And the metal one is worth more because it's using harder materials, of course. So yeah, those are the stats there. You could read it. It's mostly for capturing targets alive.
Okay.
And then let me finish up his double-bladed scimitar here. Let me see if I can copy this somehow. And then I'm going to go over the math with you.
Well, if I get one net and then I get the bullet, the metal bullet, that would just be what's
Okay,
left of my...
that'll even everything out. Yep.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Cool. Okay, so real quick for the math, 2d6 plus your strength modifier, 3.5 average for a 6-sided die, so that's going to be 10 on average is your swing with a greatsword attack. You have a 2d4 plus 3 for your regular double-bladed scimitar, but it has the function of allowing you to use your bonus action to make a secondary attack, which also uses your strength modifier. So you get 2.5 times 2, 5 plus 3, 8 on average, plus a secondary bonus action attack with 1d4 plus 3, so 5.5 damage, totaling to 13.5 on average. And then this is just regular greatsword versus scimitar. Anybody wields it, but with your rage, it actually increases the DPS even more because you'll be adding your rage damage twice. So instead, it would be 12 damage versus 17.5. So the double-bladed scimitar is actually a lot stronger than the great sword.
Oh, okay.
It may, depending on whether you hit or miss, sometimes though, it'll end up being. I like the double chances because even if you miss with like your great sword swing, you're just done for the turn. But at least with this double scimitar, even if you miss with your main attack, you still have a chance to do a good amount of damage. All right, so Dupree, we'll go over that later, but we'll just assume that she at least got a healing potion, but she may want something else. We'll fast forward to going back through the to the caravan and trekking back to Berteg. The open plains make it much easier to spot any dangers from far away, and dangers also don't like to be out in the open to give away the positions to any potential prey. Same with herbivores and prey-like animals to also want to be away. However, you may find herbivores at the edge of the tall grasses and the forest to the right of Baratanamlai, on the outskirts of it, ready to rush into cover at a moment's notice. Let's see. It would be like the day before. It was pretty uneventful. The large number of activity that has pushed through there has also scurried away some of the prey items, and with that, the predators would follow. You find yourselves back at the outskirts of the festival in town, just at the south edge of the map here. You see, actually, with a little scouting ability and their Pteranodon, there
ESO?
was. What's that?
Is that ESO?
One more time. I'm sorry.
I was just responding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually set up a sheet for your Pteranodon. I just didn't name it because I wanted to hide.
It's Anna.
Anna, okay. Where is it? Oh, and as a feature for your Pteranodon, would you rather have flyby or keen sight?
What is flyby?
Flyby is they're allowed to move past targets without triggering opportunity attacks.
Interesting. And then keen sight, I'm assuming, is.
Advantage to perception checks involving sight.
I would rather have keen sight.
Okay, you got it. Let me see here. And then, Anna, is that just spelled A-N-A?
Yep.
Cool. And then you'll want to pick out a token for Anna sometime, and we'll upload it.
Okay.
But if you click on Anna's sheet, you can go ahead and click on Perception and with advantage. It'll be a pretty easy roll, considering she's very high up. I'm assuming she's a girl. They're very high up and can spot very far away.
Okay.
Oh, should be. Oh, wow, you're able to control it. Good. All right. She is able to easily see, and she screeches above to kind of sound an alarm that she sees something. You give signal to the rest of the Paladin members that there's something up ahead. As she swoops down, you kind of commune with her that there are some entities up ahead in the carnival area and the city of Berteg itself.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
relay it to your paladins, and you can discuss how you wish to go about it.
So, I see some activity by the circus, is what you said?
The circus and within the city of Berteg, there seems to be a
Within the
number of
city.
entities scurried around all over the place.
Okay. And what is it that we're doing exactly? What is our goal here?
So, Berteg is the crossroads city of all the different cities. Let me bring you back to Old World Amara, and it'll our regular Amara, and it should be better seen. At the very right of the map,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see your kind of starting location and where you're at now with the party hat. During the festival, they had revealed the spell, the experimental spell that with the taxpayers' money and stuff. There's these giant crystal holy chariots. Now they wish to go back and retrieve each and one of them. So the city of Berteg has one, Akerek has one, the ruins of Capel Castle has a crystal, the chambers of Menidia has a castle, Jewwold and Ilaryar all have a giant crystal that was used for the ceremony, which had out of character, basically it transported everyone in time, and it would have been kind of seen or known, and as you can tell by what animals and stuff are used, that's the scenario here.
Okay.
And from what you can assume, they're going to need these components. They're asking for these components again so that they could reverse and study what went wrong, and potentially get back to.
And so there's one in Beteg, and then there's one somewhere else that my Trinidad saw?
Yes, there's one in Akerek, the place that you're related to, you come from.
Yeah.
The ruins of Capel Castle, the chambers of Nydia. Each one of these places has one and is looking to be retrieved.
Okay, can we go back to the other map?
Yes. And there's also citizens still at these places for... or not this map. Where is it? Which map did we just come from? What the fuck?
Not this one.
Yeah, not this
It was
one.
it was the map with the circle.
Oh, festival in town. Here we go. Oh, let me bring down that party hat because you guys are like down here. Yeah. So that's the situation right now. So it does appear that you will need to enter Berteg to retrieve this.
Sorry, I was away for a minute. Had to talk to my daughter.
No worries. No worries.
Okay.
So the caravan had made their way up to the bottom of this map, back to Berteg to retrieve the first crystal. Thorn, overlooking in hindsight that he had left the crystal, although it wasn't really his responsibility. Those who were with Conmore and in charge of the ceremony were more responsible. However, he's in charge of retrieving it, as well as
Okay.
the other crystals of the other cities. Olo's Pteranodon was scouting above and ahead and gave a screech of warning about it seeing some potential danger up ahead. It swooped down and communed with Olo in their own way that there seems to be multiple entities up ahead and in Berteg. Entities almost alike to yours in sort of numbers.
Does it look a little bit hairier somewhere?
No.
Like, could we?
Or on Anna or on these entities?
On like the situation, does it look worse in one place than another?
Oh.
Like,
No,
would it be
they look
safer to go
about this.
somewhere
They
else?
look about the same as far as like population goes of these entities.
All right, and we need to go to Buteg, so I guess that's the direction we'll go. I'll just tell Keithan and Boris that it looks like it's gonna get messy soon if we keep going.
Mm-hmm.
We could approach slowly and try to surprise whatever it is it's coming, or whatever it is we're heading towards.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Everyone, go ahead and make a stealth roll, and you'll roll a stealth for Anna as well. And then we're gonna go by the majority of successes versus failures as far as the party roll.
It's a group roll.
Ethan's got one. Oh, it's like just. There they made it too, and we'll need one from Dupree, but we might have to take a break here until they return.
If we take a break
Chill,
here, I'm probably just
chill.
gonna have to stop.
You're just gonna. This would be a good time to head out for you.
Yeah, I'll have to probably head out right now.
All right. Well, then we'll be coming back to combat then, if that's the case.
All right.
When we return next
It's a good
week.
way to leave, huh? All right.
Alrighty. Sorry we
Good
didn't
one.
run much of a session this time. I was really hoping Rosie would stay for, but as it turned out,
Wait, where did Rosie go?
she had to go for about an hour when she said she'd be back, but I don't know. It wasn't too far ago, probably like 20 to 30 minutes ago that she said this, and we would still have to wait another 40 minutes to half an hour for her to get back, and then
Man.
she says
Stuff
she has
happens.
family matters, and Violet says they would have to go too.
All right.
But yeah, I had gives me more time to prep the combat, but we do need Dupree to roll. I could roll hers right now and determine the dice for next time.
Oh, good.
Wow, she rolled real well, and she has disadvantage too.
Yep.
So you were all stealthy, and you all will have surprise on these entities. What you find out actually is they appear to look like a bunch of kobolds, which is led by a tall lizard folk.
Okay.
And yeah, they seem to be like ransacking the town of Berteg, but they're also like almost worshiping the giant crystal rock. The leader is sat atop of it, almost sitting on it like a throne. Not the crystal itself, but just in front of it and the chariot itself.
Okay.
And that's what you guys will come to next session and ruin their party.
All right. Wonderful. Well, it was nice meeting all of you.
Nice meeting you. Violet, one last question. Are you? I don't know if you're from New Zealand or Australian, but it sounds like we could have a better time zone for you, possibly.
No, I'm from California. That's the voice I'm putting on for Olo.
Oh shit, that was so good, dude. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, you got me good. Fuck.
Yeah. Sorry. It's yeah, it is New Zealand. The accent.
Hell yeah, dude, I love it. All right, yeah. No other questions then. I thought maybe you were like from there, and we could move up the time zone more for your.
No.
But that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Excellent.
All right. Yeah.
I'm sorry this was such a short session, but Yeah, it turned out as it was, and we do need to pre-hear for the combat.
No worries. No worries. See
It's nice meeting you,
y'all-
Violet.
yeah, it was nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We actually were supposed to have another 2 people here, but there were no shows, and this is why we invite extra people. So welcome officially to be the official golden ratio 4th player of our party. Those 2 won't be joining us, so since they missed out.
Unfortunate. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I hope you like the selection I had for your companion. I hope it was a nice
Yeah.
surprise. Hell yeah.
I don't mind it. It's nice.
And there'll be plenty of more opportunities ahead for a change of this companion. Like I said,
Cool.
when you find better, more fierce things.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, I won't keep ya.
All right. See you, everyone.
See ya.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
You too.
Bye bye. Yeah. So sorry, fellas.
Oh, it's okay.
But next session will be fun. Jump straight into combat, and with surprise. Oh, and I have a new mechanic for this combat. It's gonna be super fun. I hope. I have like a squad sort of rule. Heads will roll. Let's just
Ooh.
say.
Okay. So we're just doing next week, same time.
Next week, same time, yep. And then we'll be starting off with like an initiative roll and surprise and killing things. There's a lot of entities here.
Okay, that works for me.
Yep. I'll see y'all guys later.
See you guys later.
Yeah, see
Bye.
ya. Take care.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Kind of upset, but
I know, man. I feel bad because like I don't know if I've enabled or wrote like she was so good at like the beginning, like super committed and stuff. I don't know, like I don't know.
I feel like I mean,
And we were
I
gonna
feel
take a break, but I saw the opportunity to just be like, I need to. This would be a good time to head out.
yeah. I'm like, dude. I mean, we ain't even an hour in, and you wanna leave,
Yeah.
bro? We haven't even got started. We haven't even got anything, going, and you wanna leave?
Yeah, I really wanted to do combat again, and you guys were supposed to get level 4 today, actually, in fact.
Yeah, and it kills me because at the pace we're gonna be level 20 and not even started the campaign much.
Well, the early levels are quick. Because I threw Jack at level 5 at you. I threw a bloody Triceratops at you guys, and those two together was like a crap ton of experience for the first early levels. Um, but it's beginning to slow down.
Yeah, and I just feel like, man, if they got shit going on and planned, and if they're not gonna stay for a full, like, if you think that you cannot stay like a full session, like a 3 to 4 hour session,
Mm-hmm.
cancel it. Don't waste my time with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's annoying. Like I set this
If
up
he,
all day, wanting to do this all day, and now I'm having to wait a week.
yeah,
A week. It's not even. It's not like you made a huge ass progression and it stopped. No, we barely got into the fucking story, and he wants to fucking leave. And Rosie's just like, hey, I got family matters, just sitting this, that, and the other. I don't understand. Family comes first,
and
whatever.
she was gonna
But
return, and I was only calling for a break until she does, and then we could go into comment and stuff. I couldn't figure out anything else that we could do, like to make it a less of a break until she got back. Because I really only had so much planned with, because I was building like fucking this week, and this is all the stuff that I scraped together at like your dream sequence, the dialogue with the king and queen, and the quest giving, the fact that you guys were going out to collect these crystals. Um, and then we're going to do combat, and I was hoping that was going to last us a good, hour, and then there's going to be dialogue with the entities, or perhaps chasing them, and then probably the collection of the crystal, and then escort back. There was going to be plenty, but I needed this combat to happen, and it is a little bit sad. Ola wasn't willing to wait until Dupree got back, and if he does it
we all need
again,
to have a sit down and talk. I'm serious. Like I am so serious about it because I'm about done with it. I'm about done with this shitty ass like, hey, I'm not going to show up for a session. Like it's one thing to say, hey, I'm not going to make a session because family matters. Fine, and they gave you like a few days heads up. Fine, because then I can work around that when it's right then and there, hey, something came up, we're gonna have to leave for a minute, and it may be an hour or two. Come on now, what do you think? You think you ain't gonna have nothing to do for an hour? Come on, man. Plus, I mean, if you got stuff going on outside and you ain't gonna, and you think a session is like 30 minutes, then no, I don't agree to it. I really don't. I don't know what the expectation is for everybody. I don't know what it is, but D&D, most D&Ds, I feel like go half a day sometimes.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, we did run a few sessions already where we went for like 6 hours. Like one of the first one we had was 6 hours and 45 minutes. And you guys kick ass. When we're all here. And hopefully we get one of those next session. Hopefully we make it like last 8 hours, and we just make up for
But that's the
lack
thing,
of this
and
one.
that's the thing. It was me, Asylum, and Rosie.
Yeah, you
Like
guys
that was
trioed
it.
that
That was
shit.
it. That was it, and I feel like that's only like if it's just gonna be us three, that's fine. Hell, I've even looked up some stuff, and a D&D only has to be two players. That's it.
Mm.
That's it.
Well, you could
If the campaign allows it, but I
GM.
mean,
I
more
think
more people means more
yeah,
succession.
yeah.
That's fine too. But the point is of D&D is, hey, let's make a great story out of it. It can go one way or another.
Mhm.
This is your chance to try to do something with it. And if all else fails, hey, y'all want to play again? That's all it does. And you have like an insight, but you got to replay your character and have to go through it all over again. And that's the point of it, you know. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this little bitty step walk, little baby steps. I want a giant leap and make a progression. Feel like I'm making a progression. I love you, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
And we're gonna go eat.
It's okay. Go eat. Go eat for me, okay? If you don't mind in here. Yes.
Yeah, and I recognize your commitment to the game, and I recognize their lack thereof. Um, and believe me, this will. I hate to show favoritism, but this will come out in ways where it'll cater to your character, as not in a way of like, oh, nudge or roll so that it favors you. This will come in a way as a reward system. As far as like, how your necklace goes or something. It was originally something that was going to be mediocre, but I realized I did want to give you something more, and you did like the ruby blood gem. Um, so I instead changed it more to like that. Rosie wants to play later as well. She wants to have more games later when she does return.
And that's fine. And
She-
I would love to do that. That
she-
is no problem with me.
Yeah,
But
she
I
said
just
so.
want I just want a session that lasts a while.
Yeah,
And
she was already apologizing because she noticed everyone left and she was concerned. And but yeah, I don't know. I hope Olo isn't so easy to give up on the session next time. She's probably still busy. Oh, she's here.
she is.
Um,
Yeah.
I figured that she might be busy with still. Are you still busy with your family? Familia?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But I stepped away for a bit.
Yeah, we're just chatting now. I was kind of sad about Olo. So easy to. I mean, we're sad about the whole thing, but we knew you were returning, and I was only calling for a break, but he jumped at the matter, and because we were about 2 hours in, and that's a good time for a break for a 4 hour session, yeah. And
Yeah, sure, definitely.
but he saw the opportunity to, I feel like, and just said, I'm just gonna go, and I was kind of sad about that as well. But
And I
Oh, so like
almost
he just
yeah.
kind of left? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
He
yeah, okay,
ran up and
bye.
left.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, I got other stuff to do. Bye. Pretty much.
Oh, what?
Pretty much. He didn't say it in that kind of manner, but he said like,
it's
hey,
pretty much in that way. There was
I got
no.
stuff.
It said it in a way where it seemed like there was no way to convince him. Like as like, well, we were just taking a break. Rosie will be back, and he's like, nah, I'm just gonna go.
Oh,
And so
what the heck?
if he kind of does that again, I might have to jack him.
Yeah,
But we'll see. I want to see Tessa's commitment for the game next week, and
yeah, definitely.
I just hate how it all ended. I
it was
felt like we
unfortunate.
didn't make no progression. Like if I tell you what, Hadis,
What's up?
is there another story you're working on that I can just hop on that involves two people? Just two people?
Actually, you make a good point. Maybe there are times where I can make like these one-shot sessions for other players where it's like one-on-one and it's recounting memories or something in your past.
Yeah,
When you
like
went through it
I
by
think I
yourself.
mentioned this. I think I mentioned this to you, Hayes, is that my friend made a campaign that's amnesia, so you have to figure out who
Right.
you are.
Yeah.
And it's not like a huge story. It was just like you got to figure out who you are. You're in this town. Figure it out. So I can ask her how she did that, but she's like, yeah, it was just like get to know you or get to know your character kind of deal. I don't know. That's something, I guess.
Yeah, we could work on that. I don't have anything prepared right now, modern. But you know what? Now that you bring this up, I think I'm gonna get start working on some things to prepare at least in a case of emergency where we only have one player and they wish to do something with it, or if I'm gonna get more specific, maybe after all that's said and done, do certain circumstances where it's just two player. I don't know if I can do that actually, but
I just want something out of it. Like, man, like if the main story is not going to be, a full session at times, I want something that's a full session to where I can look towards to. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like we're going way too slow with it. This is just me. Out of all the sessions that we've done, I feel like we haven't had really a major progression. The only monster that we've kind of fight that was made for the story specifically was probably that dinosaur.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was it. I want to do something other than fighting a dinosaur and then wait about 5, 6 weeks, 2 months, and then fight something more. That's just me. I don't know if that's how D&D goes most of the time, over the internet, but
no, it okay. So the fact that you had saved all the civilians and had convinced them all to join you to Baratanamai changed some of the circumstances that you would be returning. You didn't stay behind with them to defend Berteg, which would have happened last session. You instead traveled to Barad, and now you got the quest to collect the crystals, which you never would have found out that the king and queen were seeking if you hadn't gone there in the first place. So already a lot of decisions have been correctly made. Although there's no wrong way of doing it, because you could have just held out in Berteg and just been like, yeah, we're just going to live in this time now, and not try to solve it.
that'd be the boring way, though.
I think that's pretty badass, though. But you'll see the circumstances of that as it plays out due time. So you are just about to catch up to a moment in time which could have, the combat that I had was going to happen if you were to defend Berteg, along with all the civilians. Instead, now you have the upper hand, because they're already there, and what they think is abandoned and they already won. You're catching up to them.
Yeah, which it's always not abandoned. But yeah, I wanted to get that off my chest, and yeah.
Thank you for being so open about it, and I'm, like I said, I'm also a first-time GM, and there's a lot of things lacking on my part that could be better. I could have been like, either harder on Olo. I could have just continually ran the session. I could have potentially had more dialogue to potentially hold out until Rosie gets back and then we play, but then that would force everyone to play throughout like the first 3 hours and then have a break after it, and then or just run 4 hour session with no breaks. It's a number of things that causes undecisiveness of how to run it. And so it just ended up this way because I don't want players to miss out, and it's also a new player and stuff, and
Hey guys,
Yo.
look at that. See, chicken's not supposed to be chewy at all, is it?
Depends if it's a rooster or not.
Not.
If it's not, then it's definitely not supposed to be like chewy. It's could be
Undercooked.
undercooked. Yeah.
Yep. And it was in the middle.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a chewiness that comes from chickens, which is like there's like a filament sometimes. There's like a gristle, or like just a fatty tissue bit. But that's a whole different type of chewiness compared to undercooked.
But wouldn't the fatty be on the outside and stuff like that?
Sometimes you get it.
Sometimes.
They're like in the they're like in niche spots between muscle joints and stuff. One second, I'm gonna pour some hydrogen peroxide on this little cut.
Mm.
Getting a cut out here, I see so mold growing everywhere. It just makes you feel uncomfortable with any sort of cut. You get a habit for, I don't know, trying to be clean. Oh shit.